Hey guys, welcome back to Coast Life, your guide to the coast side. I'm your host, Weston Kramer.
And I'm your co-host, Leilani Hanaike. This week we got a lot of interesting things to see around the San Mateo, California area.
Yeah, we've got a lot of interesting different events to show you right here, including the Kahuna Kapuna 17th Annual Surf Competition, which happens right here in Lindamar Beach.
And that's not all. We'll take a look at J7 Studios, The Platform, and a local artist mixer, which is in Moss Beach. Also, we're going to be visiting the Devil's Slide Ride, a cycling and trail running event along the coast side. And lastly, we're going to be visiting the Maker Faire, an event celebrating makers of all types and their creations. I've been to that one. It's fun.
All right, so starting off with the Devil's Slide Ride. The Devil's Slide Ride is an annual one-day cycling and trail running event, which is done to fundraise for to help individuals with developmental disabilities here in San Mateo Coast.
And it's a one-of-a-kind event that offers unique and challenging coastside courses for road biking enthusiasts and long-distance trails for runners on Montero Mountain.
Yeah, cyclists and runners raise funds for PARCA, a nonprofit designed to help people with developmental disabilities and live their lives as independently as possible so that they have the opportunities to enjoy all life has to offer.
It's a really great way to challenge yourself while contributing to a great cause, so you should check that out.
All right, let's check it out.
And go! Woo! So it is an event for PARCA, which is a local nonprofit that provides services to people with developmental disabilities like autism or Down syndrome. They do a once-a-year charity event, which consists of a road bike ride and a trail run. So the road bike ride has gone on, I think, 7 years, and this is the second year for the trail run. All the money goes to PARCA, to a nonprofit PARCA. So I'm not making any money. None of the other volunteers are making any money off of this. So a lot of, just talking from the trail run perspective, most of the trail run events in the Bay Area are for-profit races. So they go to support a race director. You know, they're making money. This is how they make their living. In this case, we are volunteers putting it on to raise money for PARCA.
I'm enjoying meeting the bikers and hanging out with my co-workers and the clients, and we're setting up food for all the bikers, helping them out, making sure they get what they need to finish their run. And the people are nice. They're saying thank you, appreciate our help. And we got great volunteers working with us, so we got out here early. You guys met us out here. We got a load in the truck. He's cool people too, so it's a lot of work helping out people. So it's joint effort. It's cool.
To get out and ride with my friends and ride a beautiful course and support the ride. It's for a good cause, and I believe in that. Well, the course, first of all. So you get the ocean, you get the redwoods, you get this side over here. It's beautiful, and then just the support and the people that ride are all really awesome and friendly. It's just a good mix of people.
This is supposed to be a fun ride to raise money for special needs people and enjoying a nice day right along the coast. Well, the coast was very pleasant. Turning inland, it got a little hotter than I was hoping. I know it was projected to be warm, but I'm looking for the last climb, the downhill after the last climb.
All right.
All right, that looked like it was awesome.
Yeah,
and
that was
if
cool.
anybody at home wants to see more videos like that, feel free to go pacificcoast.tv. And if you'd like to learn more about the Devil's Slide Ride, go to devilslideride.org. Next up, we actually have a video that is about it's from the coast side, and it gives local artists a platform to share their work.
Yeah, so we're going to be heading down to J7 Studios, which is basically right in Moss Beach, right off of the airport they have there. And this is a pretty fantastic place. They have an artist co-op, a recording studio, a live sound stage, an event space, and an art gallery, all in the same small building, like under one roof. They've got basically a balcony up there. They do all sorts of local events. They have acrobats perform, live bands, all sorts of things going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out.
So we're here on Airport Boulevard near Half Moon Bay, and we're checking out J7 Studios, which is going to be having an artist mixer event tonight. So let's go check it out.
We're an artist collective. That's what we are. So we have all different kinds of artists involved that do all kinds of different things. Guitar lessons, dance lessons, painting nights at local places and stuff.
Well, I was talking about my guitar store that I was just starting to a friend, and he said, "Have you heard about J7?" And I hadn't, and I live in Pacifica. So I was driving by anyway in the neighborhood and stopped by and was really impressed. It completely exceeded what he had told me about it.
Just going through the Instagram, and I found J7 that was hosting an event like tonight, the platform, and it looked really cool. Artists could come, play music, or show the art.
So tonight is the platform. It's our monthly open mic artist mixer.
I set up my little sample of my jewelry that I make, and then my husband brought his guitars for his guitar shop, and so we're both hanging out here, and people can play his music. You can see what I have to offer. We have a few of the painting artists here tonight that are setting up their local art, and it's kind of a free-form night tonight.
So J7 Studios was started by a man named J7. His name is Jasiri Stewart. He went by J7. He was a good friend of mine. He's an artist, musician, surfer, builder. He was kind of a big brother mentor to me. And so he started this place. He found it was an empty warehouse, and he thought, wow, this is it. This is what I've been trying to look for, and working towards my whole life. So immediately he took it over and started building. He built a stage, and he built the whole upstairs in this room down here that's a recording studio, and he built it by hand, by himself, with very little help. At the end of 2012, he took his own life, and when that happened, it hit us all in kind of big shock, and so I kind of stepped in, and I kind of knew what he wanted to do with this place, so I took it upon myself to keep it going. So now we're at this point, we finished what he started, we're still working, there's a lot, but we've come a long way. It's crazy.
It's just been really great. We get together, we embrace each other, we're all going to grow together with this thing, but it's a lot of work, but it's good work. What work you want to do.
You see his drum set up in the corner. That's his. He was a really good drummer, and so we kind of put that up there to symbolize that he's always here watching over. He's always with us. And so here we are now. It's been almost 4 years, and we've come a long way. We've got every month, every day, more and more people come into our collective and just want to be a part of it. And so now we're like this huge family of artists and musicians.
That's basically what they're doing, just creating a platform that allows freedom of expression in whatever form that comes, whether it's music, art, anything. I think it's a place for people to feel safe.
We would do hip-hop shows or a jazz show or a reggae show. We have a band named Coast Tribe that is like a reggae hip-hop fusion band.
Hey, what's up?
What's
We're
up?
Coast Tribe.
We are
What's
Coast
going
Tribe.
on? Coast Tribe from Half Moon Bay, California.
We recorded our whole album here, so we have a 10-song album coming out. And since I've joined up, the studio's just gotten so many improvements with gear-wise. Plus, they've added just some awesome engineers and interns and stuff. So they're really on the up and up. We practice here every Wednesday. Super stoked on the album and how it's sounding.
this is a unique recording studio with a state-of-the-art recording system, and we're ready to record full bands or just one vocalist. We're in the isolation booth right now, but we have a sound stage that's set up with 32 channels to just mic up drums and guitars.
Not only do you have a terrific recording studio here and a great performance space, but there's also an artist co-op that has regular artist fairs, and they work to help one another out in improving their art. And it's just really a great creative space.
It's really different. We've had people come up and like read their own story that they wrote or a poem. And so that's what we strive for. So we call it the platform because we wanted it to be a platform for anybody to step up and just, show their art and what they want to do. Looking for bands and people that are looking for a recording space out here. It's a little different. There's plenty in the city and stuff. This is a little something different, and we're really looking at ourselves as kind of like a getaway, a creative getaway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place to get creative. There's always something going on here when we come in. We're just stoked to have this place on the coast. There's never been a place like this, so.
Yeah, I mean, not even just on the coast. I'd say in general,
Anywhere, yeah.
I don't think there's one place I can think of where you can walk in, learn your instrument, play
All
your
kind of
instrument,
arts are accepted.
record your instrument, and then perform it in front of a crowd when you're ready.
Very talented individual, one of my favorite people. He goes by Skinny the Kid. Come on up, homie.
It's hard to explain, but we're not a bar. It's more about what happens on that stage and in this space, and us capturing the audio and video of it, and us using that content for later release. And so that's what we're focusing he's proud, This is exactly what he wanted, honestly. He wanted to make this space a collaborative, creative space for people of all different genres and types of arts and creativity, and just coming in here and using this space and doing cool stuff.
The Platform Mixer is just one cool event that J7 Studios puts on to allow artists to showcase their work to the community. If you want to learn more about J7 Studios, you can check out their website at j7studios.com.
And if you're an artist that wants to get your stuff broadcast here on TV, feel free to leave us a video at facebook.com/Pacific Coast TV.
So now we're going to move on to the annual Kapuna surf competition right here in Lindamar Beach.
It's an event that is a shortboard and longboard competition that actually honors older members of the community, older surfers in the community, and beyond.
It's one of the only surf competitions known in the world that basically focuses specifically on individuals over 40. So we got a chance to go check out them ride the waves, so let's go see it.
it's just really fun to see everybody out here having a good time. And that's really what it's all about too, is just enjoying the beautiful coastside assets that we have here in Pacifica. I just love seeing everybody coming out and enjoying the surf. And we've got great waves out there today too, so that's a real benefit too.
How the waves look from up there from your perspective?
Well, that's a good question because first of all, this beach can be fairly good or it can be terrible.
Yeah.
And today we had south winds, which helped out, so it hasn't blown out. And further, it's been very consistent all day, which is the other problem. Sometimes it just goes flat for 15 minutes, and that's when your heat is, and you're sitting out there in a pond, you know. So, you know, this has been really good.
Next door neighbor is one of the organizers of the Kahuna Kapuna swim contest, or surf contest, sorry. And I make pottery and I take photographs and sell them. And he says, well, why don't you bring them down? And you can set up and be a good deal. So I figured, okay, it's a donation to the club, and then I have some fun being on the beach all day and maybe sell some stuff. So that's why I'm here.
Fun part of the day so far. I know it's still a little bit to go.
Well, you know, every year at the Kahuna Kapuna, I see the same people every year, but sometimes I don't see them the rest of the year. But when I see them at the contest, it's like, you know, like I've seen them like 2 weeks ago. You know, time just flies. You know, and you know, I've through this contest, I've gotten to know a lot of people down the coast, a lot of really great surfers, a lot of really great people. And for me, that's the fun of it, is just getting together with all these people here today and having a good time with them and watching them have a good time. You know, that makes me happy.
That's awesome.
I think for older surfers, it gives them an event for them to shine in. You know, there's a lot of really good, dedicated older surfers up and down the coast, and this is the only contest that I know of anywhere in the world, actually, that's designed specifically for surfers 40 and above.
How have you kind of seen the evolution of your club and this surf contest over the years?
Well, you know, started off kind of small, and it's gotten more and more people have learned about this particular contest because Kahuna Kapuna means a little older. This is a surf contest for older surfers. A youngster, you're way too young, would be 40 years old.
Yeah.
So, you know, 40-year-olds, they call them the kids in this contest. Yeah, and that's why it's kind of fun. We have surfers that have come all the way up from San Diego, all the way down from Mendocino, that have come together here, about 150 surfers to make this event a real success. Surfing this contest for a number of years because I'm an older guy, and it's designed for seniors. This seniors, but it's also for a good cause of keeping the beach clean, and it supports a really good the Pacifica environmental family that helps. So the money that's generated goes to that, but it's like a high school class reunion, because all these people I've been surfing with for over 45 years,
50 years,
are still there. And so we're having a great time.
And Kahuna Kapuna is not only a great showcase for older surfers, but it also benefits the Pacifica environmental family, which promotes the discovery and care of the natural resources in Pacifica, California.
All right. Finally, we're going to take a trip down to the Maker Faire, which is an always awesome premier event for American grassroots innovation.
Maker Faire is part science fair, part county fair. Basically, it showcases inventions from creators of all types and from creators of the tech industry as well.
Maker Faire was launched in the Bay Area back in 2006 with the express purpose of inspiring young and hardcore makers to try new things by participating in hands-on activities.
Maker Faire is primarily designed to be forward-looking, showcasing thinkers who are exploring new forms of technology. Now let's go down to Maker Faire and check out all of the great inventions.
All right.
So, what is your personal favorite? Do you have a personal favorite, dear?
My personal favorite?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'm biased because I designed some of them.
Well, very good, very good. Go ahead, talk to me. Tell me what's good.
Let's see. Well, I actually work on a laser engraver.
Okay.
So something like this. Let's say that's pretty awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
So this is a dragon laser engraved on the side of a hat. It's got 7 different colors of airbrushing on it.
Oh, wow.
And this design was hand drawn,
Beautiful.
scanned into a computer, and then engraved on a piece of leather.
That's a beautiful thing. Wow.
It's a pretty cool sitar.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So I heard that you last year went to Maker Faire.
Yes, I've actually gone for a few years. This year was the first year that I actually couldn't make it because I was out of town. But it's a lot of fun. I actually enjoy a lot of the things that happen there. It's really cool.
It's a really great creative community just to build, create, show off, kind of the work that you did. But yeah, what was your favorite thing when you went there?
I think my favorite thing last time was the life-size mousetrap. It's the game Mousetrap, and they have a life-size version of it. Obviously, you can't go running into it. They do have professionals that have created this, but it is a ton of fun to be able to see. They drop a giant safe into the ground. This year, they actually had it at the San Mateo County Fair, and they dropped a safe onto a car, and it crushed the car.
Wow.
And you could feel it when it dropped. It was amazing.
All right, you just felt the shockwave of the safe.
Yeah,
things. Just
really interesting.
Yeah, being able to participate in like a giant Rube Goldberg machine, like that's pretty intense. Yeah.
Exactly.
So so if you would like to see any other videos like that, check out www.pacificcoast.tv. I am Weston Kramer.
And I'm Leilani Hanaike.
Thank you for checking out Coast Life. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Catch you later.
We had a great time with you.
There we go.